Very good evening to all of you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Prashant, can you hear me? Okay, I got message. Right. First, I'll give the briefly previous session. We start under the project management network analysis or network model. Normally, we use the network model to get the optimal decision about the project. Project means including so many activities and uh, starting event as well as finishing event. When I'm going to talk about the network analysis, we are going to draw the network diagram to based on the project activities, then to take the optimal decision about the project. Last time I'll explain how to draw the network diagram, what are the rules and regulations need to follow. We completed 6 examples. I think that particular example is enough to get the basic knowledge, not only basic, actually any network model. Now you help us with the network diagram. At the end of the all the sessions, normally you can draw the more than 20 network diagrams. That experience enough. Now today I'm going to concern the first technique under the network analysis. There are mainly two techniques we call the CPM method, critical path method, and second one is project evaluation and review technique, third method. First, I would like to explain the CPM method, critical path method. What is the critical path? You know, practically, we also try to use the critical path. Critical path normally shortest path is takes less time and less cost, least cost. That's we call the critical path. Normally, yes, I explain. But according to the project analysis, a critical path is a sequence of connected activities that lead from beginning of the project to end of the project. The longest path in the network is called critical path. After we draw the network diagram, we can possible to identify the critical path. Normally, critical path, remember, is a shortest path. It's a shortest path. I earlier mentioned if you are going to use the critical path, you can reduce cost and time both. Practical example, if you want to go to Kurunegala from Colombo, you can use the several paths. Route number 6 via Kiribathgoda, Nittambuwa, then Warakapola, Polgahawela, Pothuhera, Kurunegala. Or either you can use the route number 5 via from Colombo, then Jayala, Ekala, Minawanggoda, Developitiya, Giriulla, Narammala, Kurunegala. Or either you can use via the highway from Colombo to Kadawatha, then Meerigama, then via the highway you can go to Kurunegala. Actually, if you consider about the distance, the less distance path is route number 5. That's the critical path. But if you are going to consider as a least time, critical path is a highway because of some distance may be high, but because of the highway that we can go within short time period. Likewise, we concern the critical path as a shortest path. But here you can see one terms, the longest path in the network is called the critical path. Sometimes you are confused. I said the critical path is the shortest path, and here again mention about critical path is the longest path. Actually, here we consider that the longest path in the network is called the critical path, which means way how we are going to identify the critical path, we consider the longest path to find the critical path. That's the reason. right? Better to get the idea. Normally, critical path is shortest path, right? If you want to go to assume the Sumangala building from the management faculty, no need to go to the Bandaranayak Hall and via the medical center and via the science faculty. You can come to the Sumangala building. That is a lone path. But you can see in front of the library have a path. Easy to come to the Sumangala building. That's the shortest path. That's we call the critical path. That's we call the critical path. Okay, later you can get the idea. Don't worry. Identify the critical path is of great importance as it is determine the duration of the entire project completion time. After you identify the critical path, you can identify the entire project completion time. Entire project completion time. A delay for any activity on the critical path will delay the completion of the entire project. After we identify the critical path, we can identify what are the critical activities, what are the non-critical activities. What are the critical activities and what are the non-critical activities. Normally, critical activities cannot delay. But non-critical activities, we have a possibilities to delay some extent. As example, assume one particular patient have a critical illness, like heart attack or something like that. We cannot delay. Immediately, we should give the treatment. Right? But another diseases like blood sugar or something like that, that's also critical. But anyway, somewhat we can delay. Compare with the heart attack. Right? Likewise, remember we can't delay the critical activities. Delay for any activity on the critical path, we delay the entire project completion time. Right? But non-critical activities, we can delay some extent without affecting to the entire project completion time. Let's go to the very first example. Here given the job, immediate procedure and the time. Now you can see the duration also given for each activity. And question asks, draw the project network. Determine the earliest and latest start time and completion time of the jobs, which means we should calculate the earliest starting time and latest completion time. For what? To identify the critical path. And third one is identify the critical path. Actually, why we are going to calculate the earliest and latest starting and completion time to find the critical path. There are two ways we can find the critical path based on the longest path method as well as earliest starting time and latest completion time method. I'll explain one by one in detail. Okay, let's draw the network diagram now based on the jobs and the immediate procedure. When I'm going to draw the network diagram, remember last time we used the two symbols, circles and arrow. Now also we are going to use the same symbols, right? But now we are going to draw the circle, I mean node to represent the event. Now need to change the format somewhat. Last time I put the number 1 in middle of the circle, but now we should draw the circle and keep the space likewise. Top of the circle, you can keep the space to the earliest starting time and latest completion time. And bottom of the circle, we can write down the event number. Here the starting point, we are going to say event number 1. And here we keep a space, write down latest completion time and the left hand side earlier starting time. Likewise, we need to consider when I'm going to draw the circle. That's the format you need to use. Okay, not necessary these two, I just delete. Just keep this space only. Yes, I want to explain why we keep this space to write down latest completion time. Right now, let's go to the A none, B none. Now we can draw activity A and B from the same event. Just draw there only. Then name A and B. A and B. Then go to the next. For the C, we should complete AB. For the D, we should complete AB. The problem is A and B start from the same event. We can't complete both using another same event. You know already that particular rule. Then skip for a moment and give the priority for the E. If you want to start E, we should complete only B. Just try to complete B now. This is the second event. Again, use the same format. Somewhat bigger circle required now. You can keep the top of the space to write down the earliest starting time. Latest completion time, I'll explain how to calculate. And the bottom of the circle, you can just write down the event number 2. According to the sequence, we are going to put the numbers ascending order. Then after complete B, we can start activity E. Just draw the arrow and name activity E. I don't know what is the reason that today less number of students. Have any secret behind that? Okay, now maybe 4 students. Then consider about the previous one. For the C, we should complete AB. For the D, we should complete AB. We already complete B. Now you know already complete B. Then from that event, take the dummy. Take the dummy. The dummy represent complete AB both. So dummy represent complete B. Then you can name dummy du double my. Then you can take the A end of the dummy. Then you can do another event is represent complete AB both. Complete AB both. Now you can name this particular event as a number 3. Then you can start both C and D from the same event. After complete AB, we can start C. We can start D as well. Just name C and D. Then go to the next question set. For the F, we should complete DE. DE, here the D, here the E. We can complete both using another same event because ED start from the two different event. Then using the fourth event, we are going to complete DE both. Same format. Then you can save a number fourth. We are going to start F. Just say the name F. What is next? For the G, we should complete CF. C and F we should complete to start G. Then event number fifth is represent complete CF. Event number fifth. Then you can start activity G. What is the next? For the H, we should complete DE. D already completed. Fourth event represent we complete DE. Then we can start H. We can start H. Then finally, what's the question set for the I? We should complete GH. For the I, we should complete GH. GH we can complete after the sixth event. Then we can start activity I. Can name as I. Then we can complete the entire project after the seventh event. Event number 7. Right. Now we complete the diagram. Let's write down the duration. Now you can see the question given the duration under each activity. A15, B10, C10, D10. A15 on the line no, bottom of the line, you can just write down the duration. B10, C10, D10. Remember dummy, not time consuming, not resource consuming. Therefore, the duration should be the 0. Then rest of E5, F5. E5, F also 5. Then H10, I15. sorry, G20. G20. G20, I10, sorry, H10, G20, H10, I15. Now we complete diagram. Just try to complete yourself. If you are already complete, please let me know. Did you complete? Right. Now I'll explain how to calculate the earliest start in time. Latest, before that, I think everybody should know there are two ways to find the critical path. One of the way based on the longest path, we can find the critical path based on the longest path. The second method is we call using the earliest start in time and using the latest completion time. There are two ways we can find the critical path. One is the longest path. Based on that, while calculating the earliest starting time and latest completion time. First, I would like to explain how can use the longest path to identify the critical path. If you consider about the longest path, we need to find the alternative path from event number 1 to event number 7. We should identify the alternative path from event number 1 to 7. Okay, I'll have to write down the first path using the activity name A, C, G, I. A, C, G, I. The duration A15 plus C10 plus G20 plus I15. Altogether 25, 45, 60. It's another alternative path. We can go via the A, D, F, G, I. The duration, I don't let write one by one. There's straightforward. I'll have to get the total value. 15 plus 10, 25, 30, 50, 65. You know how to get this value? Just consider each activity duration. A15, D10, F5, G20, I15. It's another path. Again, via the A, D, H, I. Total duration is 15, 25, 25, 35, 50. It's another path where the B, dummy, then C, G, I. The total value is B10, dummy 0, C10, 20, G20, 40, 55, 15, 55. It's another path where the B, then dummy, then D, F, G, I. B10, dummy 0, D10, 20, F5, 25, 45, 50, 60. It's another alternative path. B, dummy, then H, H, I. Total duration B10, dummy 0. We require the D as well. D, B10, dummy 0, D10, 20, H, 10, 30, 45. It's another alternative path. B, E, F, G, I. Total duration B10, E5, 15, 20, 40, 55. It's another alternative path. B, E, H, I. Total duration 10, 15, 25, 40. I think we already identified all the alternative paths from event number 1 to event number 7. Now compare the total duration 60, 65, 50, 55, 60, 45, 55, 40. Select the highest one. Highest one is 65. That particular path represents critical path. Now you can say, according to the longest path method, critical path is A, D, F, G, I. Because these are the critical activities. The critical path represents the critical activities. Remember, you can't delay any critical activity. If you are going to delay, is what happens is affect to the entire project completion time. Okay, now just I explain how can you use the longest path method to find the critical path. That is the very first time and the last time We use the longest path to find the critical path. Because if you want, you can apply this method. But I think easiest one is second method, earliest start in time, latest completion time. Normally any node we can divided both sides, write down the earliest to calculate the earliest start in time. Here we use earliest start in time. This side we use to identify the latest completion time. Right? When we're going to calculate the earliest start in time, first we should start from the event number 1. Remember, first we calculate the earliest start in time. You start from the event number 1 and you need to add the activity duration to calculate the second event earliest start in time. The starting point, remember the earliest starting time is 0. Why 0? The reason behind that, just now we start the project. The event number 1 represents we start the project. 0 mean still not time consuming. Just now start. Just now start. Still not time consuming. Not time consuming. Right? Then you need to add the activity duration to calculate the next event early starting time. Then event number 1, 0. Event number 2, 0 plus b value 10. The event number 2 should be the 10. 0 plus 10 is 10. The event number 3, there are 2 paths. Remember, after you adding the dummy, you need to treat to the dummy as a normal. You need to treat to the dummy as a normal. Then 0 plus A15, that path value is 15, where the dummy, the second event 10 plus dummy 0, 10. We can get the 2 values for the event number 3. One via the A, 0 plus 15, 15, and via the second event via the dummy, 10 plus 0, 10. When I'm going to calculate the early start in time, if one particular event have a more than one path, we should calculate all the values and compare the values, select the highest one. Then compare the 10 and 15, we select the highest value. Then you can write down the event number 3, early starting time is 15. Right? Every time we are going to select the highest value. If you are going to the event number 4, 15 plus D10, one value is 25. Actually, not necessary to write down this all the values likewise, but very first time I just explain in detail. And via the C, value is 15. 10 plus 5, 15. We can get from the value from the second event. Right? And at the active duration, when you're going to calculate the early starting time, remember, start from the 0, then add the activity duration and calculate the next event early starting time. But one particular event have a more than one path, calculate the value separately, get the highest value. Easiest way you can remember, add in and select the highest value. Then event number 4th, we should select 15 and 25, should select the 25. Then go to the event number 5th, via the C, value is 15 plus 10, 25, via the F, 25 plus 5, 30. Then compare the both. Select the highest one, 30 for the fifth event. Then if you are going to the sixth event, 30 plus 20 via the G, 50. Then via the H, value is 25 plus 10, 35. Compare the 50 and 35. Select the highest, 50. Then 50 plus 15, only one value, one path. The last event you can say 65. That's the way we are going to calculate the early starting time. Remember, when we are going to calculate the early starting time, we need to add the activity duration and select the highest value, have a more than one path. Then you can start from the last event. Now you need to back to the starting point. Now we are going to calculate the latest completion time. Normally, last event latest completion time equal to the last event early starting time. It's been the same value, 65. That's the theory, right? The last event early starting time equal to latest completion time. Now subtract the duration. 65 minus 15. Sixth event, value is 50. Then 50 minus 20, fifth event. Now, when you're going to calculate the latest completion time, you need to subtract the activity duration. When you're going to calculate the earliest starting time, you need to add the activity duration. Latest completion time, subtract. Then 50 minus 20 for the fifth event is 30. 30. Then fourth event, now you can see there are two arrows via the F, via the H, right? The rest of all the events, we just calculate the latest completion time, considering only one activity. Now you can see the backward, there are two arrows. Now we use the backward process, right? That's the reason I asked, draw all the arrows forward. No cross arrows, straight line arrows. Now we should calculate the fourth event latest completion time. Consider both path via the F, via the H. If you're going to calculate the via the F, 30 minus 5, value is 24. If you're going to calculate via the H, 50 minus 40, because we start from the 50, the sixth event, latest completion time, 50 minus H value 10 should be the 40. Then compare the both, select least value. Remember, when you're going to calculate the latest completion time, one particular event have a more than one path, get all the figures, compare the figures, select the least value. Therefore, fourth event, latest completion time 25. Compare with 40 and 25, we select the least value. Now, so as to remember, when you're going to calculate the early starting time, add in and select the highest value. When you're going to calculate the latest completion time, subtract and select the least value. Subtract and select the least value. Okay, when you're going to calculate the third event, again two paths via the C and D. Then via the C, 30 minus 10, 20. Via the D, 25 minus 10, 15. Compare the 20 and 15, select the least value, 15. No need write down, it's straightforward. You can write the figure, right? Then go to the event number second. There are two paths again to the second event backward via the dummy and via the E. Then calculate both values separately. 15 minus dummy 0, 15. 25 minus 5 is 20. Therefore, least value is 50. Via the E, only 20. The last event, event number 1, via the A, 15 minus 15, 0. Via the B, 15 minus 10 is 5. We should select the least value, compare the 0 and 5, 0. Right, now we complete earliest starting time and latest completion time. Remember, we are going to calculate the earliest starting time, add in and select the highest value. We are going to calculate the latest completion time, subtract and select the least value. Now, we can find the critical path. When you're going to find the critical path, remember, normally critical path, earliest starting time equal to latest completion time. Via that event, we can see the critical path. Right? Normally, the critical path we identify consider the earliest starting time equal to latest completion time via that events. Event number 1, both 0, 0, similar value. Event number 2, 10, 15, therefore, critical path you can't find via that. But event number 3 is 15, 15. Now you can find the one critical path is via the A. Just I highlight via the A. Then again, fourth event 25, 25 is equal. How get the 25 via the D, not via the E. We get the 25 via the D. Then 30, fifth one is 30, 30 is how get the 30, not via the C. 15 plus 10, 25, how we get the 30. 20, fourth event 25 plus F5 altogether is 30. Then how we get the sixth event 50, 50 via the G, therefore G critical. Then finally I critical. We get 65 via the I. Now remember, when you're going to find the critical path, should know how to get the particular event value via that activity, you can see the critical path. Now we know the critical path. If you have any questions, please ask. Critical path is A, D, F, G, I. Then we can identify the entire project completion time. Entire project completion time. How to find the entire project completion time? Just consider critical path duration A15, D10, F5 altogether 30, G20, 50 plus I15, 65. We call the 65 days. That's we call the entire project completion time. How did you get this entire project completion time? Just add the critical path duration. For either your network diagram, last event is represent the entire project completion time. You can see seventh event, 65, both early starting time and latest completion time. The question asks, what are the non-critical activities? Let's explain non-critical activities. Non-critical activities. You can say activity B non-critical, dummy non-critical, C non-critical, E non-critical, H non-critical. These are the non-critical activities. B, C, E, H, and also dummy. I earlier mentioned if you are going to delay critical activities, is affect to the entire project completion time. Therefore, you can't delay the critical activities. Assume you are going to delay activity A another 5 days, A become 20. If the A become 20, then 25C 10, 30 plus 20, 50 plus, sorry, A become 20, no 20 plus D10, 30, 35 plus 20, 55 plus 15 is 70. Now you can see the entire project completion time is become 70 if the delay of the critical, even A, O, D, O, F, O, G, I, S, L. But if you delay non-critical activities, assume you are going to delay B another 2 days, 10 become 12. It's not affect to change the existing critical path. Right? It's not affect to change the existing critical path. Therefore, we can delay some extent at non-critical activities. It's not affect to the entire project completion time. Now we complete. You understood how to find the critical path? Any questions, clarifications? Everything you understood, let me know. Yes or no? Do you have any difficulties from the next question? You should do yourself, right? Therefore, better to ask question if you have any difficulties. So, are there any clarifications? Please don't do any changes. Why you get this line, the red color line, right? You understood everything? At least let me know yes or no. I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, I got a message that Vishan said, sorry, Vishan said is understood, right? Okay. And also Tilly said that, but need to clarify with another example. Okay, okay, we can do more examples, don't worry. The very first one is not enough. But do you have any questions now? Do you not have any questions? So you understood everything? Right. Tilly said yes. Okay, now I have one question. If you are going to complete the entire project means, don't misunderstand, we need to complete A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, all. A required 15 days, B required 10, C required 10, D required 10, E5, F5, G20, H10, I15. If you add the total, we require the 100 days. 15 plus 10, 25 plus 10, 35 plus another 20 is 55 plus 30. Altogether, 100 days required. But according to the entire project completion time, we can complete the entire project after 65 days. After 65 days, we already identify here. We are going to complete all the duration tasks, activity duration. We require the 100 days. My question is, how can complete the entire project within 65 days? How to complete the entire project within 65 days? Can you see the answer? How can complete the entire project within 65 days? Can you explain the answer? The entire project means we need to complete all the activities. If you consider about the A, B, C, D all, if you just add the total required 100 days. But according to the critical path method, we are going to complete the entire project after 65 days. My question is how? One of the answers said that Dilini, the she's going to say that based on the start time path. What's the meaning of the start time path? Sorry, based on the short time path. You mean short time means critical path, right? Based on the critical path. It's mean we are going to complete only ADFGI because critical path have activities ADFGI. If you add the duration 15, 10, 5, 20, 15, altogether 65. Altogether 65. It's mean we are going to complete only these particular activities. If you complete that particular activities, not the complete entire project. It's not mean complete entire project. Entire project means entire project means complete all activities. Still, I have questioned. I didn't get the correct answer. How? The thing you are going to say only the shortest path or critical path. But that is not enough. You should elaborate more. If you're going to say the shortest path only, then it's represent only the critical activities. To complete critical activities means not complete the entire project. If you're going to build a house, make the plan, foundation, build the wall, likewise, there are so many, assume build the wall is not in the critical path, then how can complete the house without build the wall? Let me know quick, right? Without wasting time. Did I answer correct or wrong? How can complete within 65 days? That is the advantage of the critical path method. But you know how to explain. How can complete within 65 days? If you are going to complete all the activities, we require the 100 days. Just add total, get the total. Yeah, I got another answer that Rishan said. The way is how to complete within 65 days. According to his, if having possibility to sometime do one or more activities. Yes, Krishan, that's correct. The correct way you can say how we can complete within 65 days. Actually, we are going to complete the activities simultaneously. That is the reason. Now you can see starting point, event number one, we start AB both. For the complete A required 15 days, for the complete B required 10 days. We start simultaneously. When I'm going to start A, simultaneously we're going to start B also. Then after 10 days already complete B, then another 5 days required to complete task A, fully completed. And C, D simultaneously, F, H simultaneously. Likewise, you can see some tasks we are going to start simultaneously. That's the reason we are going to reduce in the 100 days as 65 days. Now, you're also doing simultaneous activities. Now, assume that you want to complete your degree. After your first degree, you are again start the master's degree. And after complete master, you need to get the experience. Likewise, if you are going to job after that, then after, likewise, you are doing that tasks one by one. What happens is takes long time. But now you are doing the simultaneously. If you are doing the job simultaneously, you are doing the professional exams as well and the master's degree as well. That's a simultaneously. When you're going to get married, the simultaneously you can do it. You can get married and you can do the master's as well, right? Then after you complete all the qualifications, if you're going to get married, maybe over 65 years, right? Then we are doing simultaneous. Okay, now understood? Right. I think now we can move to the another example. Timmy also asked another example. I know that one is not enough. The next one, first you should do yourself, right? According to your knowledge, I will explain later on. I'll give the few minutes to complete the answer yourself. At least you need to draw the diagram and try to find the. These are the explaining theory part, how to calculate the early starting time, latest completion time. Likewise, you can go through later, not necessary to waste time now. You would know already how to do the calculation. That is the example. Question asked, draw the network diagram, identify the critical path and entire project completion time. Okay. Now, first draw the network diagram using the same format for the events and identify. Don't use the longest path method now. not necessarily just straightforward calculate the earliest starting time, latest completion time, and try to find the critical path and find the critical activities and non-critical activities and entire project completion time. Okay, let's start now. I'll give the 10 minutes to complete answer yourself, everybody. Then after that, I'm going to explain the answer, right? Because that's very important. If you are not doing the exercises, difficult to get the knowledge. Therefore, okay, let's start and try to complete. If you complete quickly, then let me know. I'll start to explain my answer. Let's start now. Did you complete the answer? Did you complete the answer? If you complete, let me know. I think now summertime enough. Today also I don't like to give the short break. Then we can continue until 9:30, right? It's much better, no? Please let me know, did you complete? Still, I didn't get the your feedback. Do you want more time? Let me know, yes or no? Can you hear me? You want more time or if you complete? If you complete, please let me know the critical path and duration. Either correct or wrong, don't worry. I'll explain the answer, right? Okay, now I would like to explain the second example. Let's go to the whiteboard. A none, B none, C none, D none. There are so many tasks. We can start from the activities, start from the event number 1. Just name A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, we can start from the event number 1. Then E, A. After complete A, we can start E. First, we need to complete A. This in the second event. Somewhat more work because of that. Keep this space, write down early starting time, latest completion time. Event number 2. The previous one should be the event number 1. Then you can start activity E. Next, for the F, we should complete B. After complete B, third event, we can start F. The next, for the G, we should complete CF both. Here the C, here the F, we can complete both. After the fourth event, to the G. Next, H, we need to complete DG. I need to complete EG. Carefully, H need to complete DG. Here the D, here the G. The problem is, if you are going to complete DG using the another event, problem create how can draw the I, because for the I we need to complete EG. E in here top. Therefore, we need to complete G separately. We need to complete G separately because G common for the H and I both. then we don't have any option. We should complete G separately. After the fifth event, then use the dummy to start to complete EG. Dummy number 1. Then we can complete after the sixth event. Then we can start H. Next one, for the I, we should complete EG. Here the E, G already completed. Again, you can use the another dummy. From the fifth event, represent complete G. So you can say the dummy number 2. Then we can complete EG via the dummy after the seventh event. Then you can start. After complete EG, we can start I. Next, for the J, we should complete HR. We can start J. Next, for the K, we should complete DG. DG already completed using the event number 8 is present. Then we can start K. Next, for the L, we should complete JK. Here the J, here the K, we can complete both to start L. Ninth. Next, for the M, we should complete L. And start M. Then entire project we can complete after the 11th event. Right. Now write down the duration 9, 4, 15, 10. Seven, 5, 4, EFG. Then HIJ 433. The dummy 0. And ALM 1061. Start from the event number 1 should be the 0 plus A9. Then B4, third event should be the 4. Then fourth event, there are two paths via the F and C. 0 plus 15, 15, 4 plus 5, 9. Therefore, highest run via the C, 15. Then 15 plus 4, 19. For the sixth, fifth event. 19 plus dummy 1, 0, no? Dummy 0. Then you can get the value for the seventh event. 19 plus 0, 19. 9 plus 7, 60. 19 is the highest. Event number 6, 19 plus 0, 19 via the D10. Here the 19 is the highest. 19 plus H4, 23. 19 plus via the I3, 22. 23 is the highest. 23 plus 3 is 90 and 26 via the K, 29. 19 plus 10 is, yes, 29. 29 plus 6, 35. 35 plus 1, 36. Last event should be 36. Then you can write the same figure as a latest completion time. Then 36 minus 1, then 10th event 35. 35 minus 6, 29, 9th event. 29 minus 3 for the 8th event should be 26th, only one backward path. Then for the 6th event, there are two paths via the H and K backward. 26 minus 4 is 22. 29 minus 10, 19 is the least value. We select the least value when I'm going to calculate the latest completion time. 19 minus 0, dummy 0 should be 19. 26 minus 3 for the 7th event. 26 minus 3, 23 minus 0, then least value is 19 via the dummy number 1. 19. 19 minus 4, even number 4 should be 15. 15 minus 5, even number 3rd should be 10. Then 27 minus 3 minus 7, even number 2 should be 16. 16. Then 16 minus 9, 7. 10 minus 4, 6 via the C. 15 minus 15, 0. And not only that, via the D, 19 minus 10, 9. 0 is the least value. How we get the 0? We should go via the C. C critical. Then how we get the 1950 event via the G critical. How we get the 6th event 1990 via the dummy critical. How we get the 7th event is not equal. Early starting time not equal latest completion time. Then you can't see the critical path via that. 8th event not equal. Then via the K, we got the 9th event equal value. Then L critical. Finally, M critical. M critical. Now you can write down the critical path. Critical path is C, G, dummy number 1, then K, L, M. Entire project completion time entire project completion time 36 days over the month. Let's see the question. It's given as a month. 36 month should be mentioned about. I think these are the questions asked. Yes. draw the network, identify the critical path, and entire project completion time. Now we complete. Remember, any critical activities, I mean the C, G, K, L, M cannot delay without affecting the entire project completion time. Okay, now we complete. Any questions, clarifications? Did you get the same answer? Remember, non-critical activities, some extent we can delay. Later, I will explain how to calculate the delay time. Any clarifications? If you complete, quickly, then we can go to the next step. Right. I got the till also said that it's okay. Now, so before the G, if didn't take, why? What is that before the G? You mean what's that? Tell me what's the question? Based on this example or previous? I think this example, no, your question?
So based on this example, actually, before the G in the circle, you take 15 months, no? So
Yes.
that is came from the C line.
Yes. Why
So
the
I'm
C? Yes.
asking why didn't get 5 of F.
Yeah, actually, that when I'm going to calculate the fourth event earliest start in time, there are two paths. One is via C, one is via B and F. The B and F value is 4 plus 5, 9. Right? Via the C value is 15. Compare the 9 and 15, select the highest.
Got it, so thank you.
Okay. Every time, anytime, remember, when you're going to calculate the early started time, you should select the highest value. Consider the alternative path. Add in and select the highest value. When you're going to calculate the latest completion time, easy to remember, subtract and select the least value. Right. In my handout, I have another questions actually. Do you like to continue or either do you like to do as a homework? It's up to you. If you like to, I think much better we can do the next example also. Because I have an additional question, right? Much better we can do. Draw the network, identify the critical path. Can activity B and D delay without affecting the entire project completion time? This is a new question. This is the last one. After that, no more under the CPM method. Then we can move to the critical path method. Sorry, PERT method, project evaluation and review technique. Okay, again, I'll give you the few minutes. Just try to complete answer now because I can explain answer. The presentations mean that slides I already sent it now. The presentations mean that. Did you get the slides now? Already, I already uploaded. Last time I shared with this all the slides. Okay, let's make the answer. So is A, B none, C, D, E, A. Likewise, so is to complete. Just do yourself first. I'll give you a few minutes. Then after that, I am going to explain the answer. Without doing applications, difficult to enhance the knowledge. And consider the time required also, right? Let's start. Did you complete the answer? Did you complete the answer? Please let me know that I can explain the answer within few minutes remaining. It's possible to complete yourself. It's okay, no problem. I can go to the next method, third method. Or either, if you want, I can explain now. Right, I'll explain now. Then let's go to the whiteboard. A, B, none. Then C, A, D, A, E, A. A, E, E. Then F, E, H after complete C. The IBD. Here the B, here the D, take the side. Similar type of example we did earlier. And remember, can complete BD after the fourth event. Should put the numbers. Event number 2, number 3, event number. After complete BD, start I. Next, for the J, we should complete F5. Here the F, I'll take this side. When number 5th, then we're gonna start activity J. Then E inside there, better take the outside because we can't draw the cross arrows. The next, for the K, we should complete EHG. EHG. Problem is EHG. GH starts same event. We can't complete using another same event. If the situation like that, just skip for a moment, give the priority for the L. If you want to start L, you should complete EH. After complete EH, E here, H here, I'll take the, sorry, we can take this side. Then we can complete. Sixth event. Then start L as well as we can start M also from the after complete EH. The last one, M. Now we can consider previous one for the K, EG, EHG. EH already complete from the event number 6, then take the dummy, present complete EH, and we can complete EHG all after the event number 7. Then we can start K. Then next, now we complete actually, finally we should complete, sorry, we should complete, yes, all, finally. Then problem is K start event number 7, J start from the event number 5th is okay, no problem. L and M start same event. Therefore, we have two options. We can take the directly L, but we need to complete M or I the L separately. Both option available. I like to complete the M separately because we can't directly take to the LM to the one particular event. You should complete the M separately. Either you can complete L separately, right? Both option available. Then you can use a dummy from this particular event, I mean the event number 8, then we can complete the entire project after the ninth event. After the ninth event. That's the way we should draw the correct diagram. Now, rest of the part, can you do yourself? The main thing is I'm sure diagram. Let me know, it's depend on your requirement. Can you do the rest of the part yourself or need to make the answer myself? 2, 3, 2, 3. Still, I didn't get any feedback. EFG 467. Then HIJ 314. Then finally 562 KLM. The dummy should be the 0. Then calculate the early starting time. Start from 0 plus 2 plus 5 via the B. 3 should be the 5 here. 5 plus 1, 6. But via the C is 4 plus 6 should be the fifth one, 10. Highest we select. 10 plus 4, 14. But here 2 plus 6, 7 is the highest. 7 plus via the dummy 7. 4 plus 7, 11 here. The 11 plus 5, 16. But 7 plus 2 should be the 9. And 7 plus 6 is 13. 13, 7, 11 plus 5, 16. 10 plus 4, 14. 16 is the highest. 16 is the highest. You can write down the 16 as the latest completion time. Then subtract via the dummy backward. Should be the 819. Sorry, 16. 16 minus 2. 14, 16 minus 6. 10. 16 minus 5. 11. Then 16 minus 6 is 10 for the sixth event. Where the dummy 11. The least value is 10. Every time take the 10 least value. Then 10 minus 3 is 7. 11 minus 7 is 4. Is the least value. Here 16 minus 4 should be the 12. 12 minus 6. 6, but via the G is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Here the 2 via the 12 minus 1 should be here 11. 11 minus 3, 8. 4 minus 2 is the least value. Second even 2 is the least value. 2 minus 2, 0. 11 minus 3 is 8. Least value is 0. Now we can find the critical path. The critical path is, you can see A critical, then C critical, then G critical, then K critical. Then answer is critical path. Critical path is A, C, G, K. The entire project completion time 16 days or month or something. Let's see the question. Month, 16 month. Then another question is, you can see, can activity BD delay without affecting the entire project completion time? We are going to take the decision for that BD. What about the B? B is not the critical, then you can say can delay. Write down the reason: because of non-critical activity. Then question asks B, D. E can delay because of the same thing. It's a non-critical activity, can delay. That's the answer. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? Same answer, can be delayed because of the non-critical, B and D. Assume the question asks activity A, O, C can delay. Remember, A and C, G, K cannot delay because of the critical activities. Any questions? I think today time is not enough to go to the PERT method. Next time, I'll explain the PERT method. And we need to talk about the PERT method as well as the project cash in. We can do the next time. If you don't have question, I will stop the class. Thank you. Good night.